Hello everyone, this is Jay Dobbins on Marvel DC Multiverse. We are now at episode 428, and I'll be doing a review on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Part 1. So spoiler alert, if you have not seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, I strongly suggest that you do not listen to this episode. You've been warned. So, on Earth 65, Gwen Stacy lives with her police captain father, George, who is unaware that she is a Spider-Woman. Years prior, Gwen accidentally killed her best friend, Peter Parker, while he was mindlessly rampaging as the Lizard. And the police have been hunting her ever since. One night, Gwen encounters a version of the Vulture from an Italian Renaissance-themed alternate universe. Spider people Miguel O'Hara and Jessica Drew arrive using portal-generating watches and help Gwen subdue the Vulture. George confronts Gwen, and she reveals her identity. Distraught, he attempts to arrest her. Miguel begrudgingly grants Gwen membership into his Spider Society, and she escapes through a portal with him and Jess. Let's see. In Brooklyn, on Earth 1610, 16 months after Alchemax considers destruction, Miles Morales is adapting to being Spider-Man while missing Gwen and clashing with his parents. He encounters a Spot, an Alchemax scientist, whose body was infused with portals after the Collider explosion. The Spot blames Miles for his dilemma and reveals that while testing the Collider before its destruction, he transported the spider that bit Miles from another universe, Earth 42. He then accidentally travels into a void where he learns to travel to other universes containing the Alchemax Collider to use them to empower himself further. Gwen travels to Earth 1610 and reconnects with Miles while secretly tracking the Spot across dimensions. Miles invisibly watches Gwen trace the Spot to Bumbaton on Earth 50,101 before Jess calls and instructs Gwen to leave Miles behind. Miles follows Gwen through a portal Miles follows Gwen through a portal to Earth 50,101. Excuse me. And they team up with Spider-Man. They team up with Spider-Man, Puppeteer. Sorry about that, folks. Wrong pipe. Puppeteer, Bakar, and Hobie Brown against the Spot, who successfully absorbs the power of that world's Collider. Before the Spot escapes, he and Miles share a vision of his future attack that includes Miles' father, Jeff. As the Collider collapses, Miles saves Puppeteer's girlfriend's father, a police captain, but Mamaton begins falling apart from the disruption of a canon event. Members of the Spider Society arrive to access the damage, while Miles, Gwen, and Hobie are sent to the Society's headquarters in New York on Earth 928, where hundreds of spider people reside in a massive complex. The three met with McGill and are joined by Peter B. Parker and his infant daughter, Mayday. McGill explains to Miles that each of the Spider People's stories entail canon events, such as the death of a police captain, close to Spider-Man. Let's see. And that straying from those events threatens reality. McGill admits that he tried to replace a deceased version of himself from another version who had a happy family, only for that universe to collapse. Miles realizes that the Spot murdering Jeff will be prompted to police captain in 2 days. It's canon event. McGill imprisons Miles to prevent him from saving Jeff, but Hobby helps Miles break loose before using a portal to quit the society. McGill orders all Spider people to apprehend Miles, resulting in a frenzied chase through the complex and city. McGill eventually corners Miles and tells him that he was never supposed to become Spider-Man, since the spider that bit him came from an universe, Earth 42, which consequently has no Spider-Man. Miles flees, and with the help of Margot Kess, aka Spider-Bite, supposedly returns Peter to his home dimension. McGill, seeing Gwen as a liability, expels her from the society and sends her home. Gwen reconciles with George, who resigns as police captain. He gives her a watch Hobie had left for her, and Gwen decides to use it to help Miles. Miles returns to his apartment and reveals to his mother that he is Spider-Man, whom she does not recognize. Miles realizes that he is on Earth 42, a world where his deceased uncle, Aaron Davis, is alive while Jeff is dead. McGill, Jess, and Ben Raleigh, Scarlet Spider, of course, travel to Earth 1610 in search of Miles. Gwen arrives through her own portal, which she sends Ben through. She then speaks with Miles' parents and promises to bring him home, while Jess spies on their conversation. Aaron interrogates Miles alongside Earth 42's Miles, who has become the Prowler. As the Spot returns to Earth 1610 and begins his attack, Gwen assembles a team to find Miles, consisting of Peter B., Mayday, Pavitier, Hobie, Margot, Spider-Man Noir, Penny Parker, and Spider-Ham. So, there's no post-credit scenes or after-credit scenes, but storyline was interesting. It pretty much ties into the multiverse, and also part of the MCU as well, along with the Spider-Verses, like Tobey Maguire, Spider-Verse, the Venom-verse, and let's not forget the Amazing Spider-Man universe with Andrew Garfield. So let's not forget about that. Special effects is always good. I like Spider-Man. I like Miles Morales' new suit, and I like the idea of having all multiple Spider-Man from different universes, including Spider-Women as well. So I like how that ties into the multiverse. And I like how they went to the Venomverse as well, where you saw Mrs. Chin. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Storyline was good. The special effects was good. I like how they were able to put in many Spider-Men, including Scarlet Spider, which is Ben Reilly. It would have been nice to see Kane, who was a clone of Spider-Man. That would have been nice, but, Also, the Black Spider-Man symbiote. That would have been nice to see. It would have been nice to see him. However, we did see the PS4 version, the PlayStation version of Miles Morales. And we also saw Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino's version of the Prowler. And then you also had a Lego Spider-Man as well, that universe. So I like how they were able to tie all that in to, in one movie. So that was pretty good. Everyone did phenomenal, the actors, including Oscar Isaac. Also, let's not forget, before I forget, the movie made $560.3 million with a production budget of $100 million. So far the movie's made $500 million, so that means they're going to keep making more. And they could probably use some of that money to make other Spider-Verse movies. Maybe the Sinister Six, baby. And another Venom 3, so. But anyway, so, with that being said, I said what I had to say so far, so. But that concludes this review. Feel free to follow us on Instagram. We're available on iTunes, Google Play Music app, Spotify, and of course YouTube.